sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music, I'ma share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Look inside of my soul, you can find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like a challenge and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the club line is hanging with you? Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Buried on top of my sleeve in a flick. I can admit that it did look like yours. Why you resent every making of this? Tell me your purpose is petty again. But even a small lighter can burn a bridge. Even a small lighter can burn a bridge. I can feel the changes. I can feel the new people around me. Just wanna be famous. You can see that my city finally put me on stages. To me that's amazing. That's a quick check. With all this respect, let me say this. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. dance away. I got my drink, I got my music, I will share it, but today I'm yelling. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 I'm trying to keep it alive and not compromise the feeling we love. You're trying to keep it deprived and only co-sign what radio does. And I'm looking right past you. We live in a world, on two different axles. You live in a world, you're living behind the mirror. I know what you're scared of, feeling emotions inferior. Shit is vital, I know you had to. This shit is vital, I know you had to. Die in a pitiful vein. Tell me you're watching a change. Way more believable, give me a feasible game. Rather a seasonal name, I let the people know this is something you can blame. On yourselves you can remain stuck in a box. I'ma break out and then hide every lie. I'ma break out and then hide every lie. I can feel the changes, I can feel the new people around me. Just wanna be famous. You can see that my city found me, put me on stages. To me that's amazing, to you that's a quick chat. With all disrespect, let me say this: I am a sinner, who's probably gonna sin again. Lord forgive me, Lord forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music. I will share it, but today I'm yelling. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a nickel. Pull the trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Give the crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them dope and let them deal to brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brother, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I'd love to go back to when we played as kids, but things change, and that's the way it is. Come on, come on. That's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me, oh my, oh my. Come on, come on, come on. That's just the way, that's just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And that's just the way changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the waste, take the evil out the people. They'll be acting right, 'cause both black and white are smoking crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real, time to kill each other. And although it seems heaven sent, we ain't ready to see a black president. Oh, it ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change. Trying to show another way, but you're staying in a dope game. Ooh, now tell me what's some mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. Yeah, you gotta operate the easy way. I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids, I gotta get paid. Well, hey, well that's the way it is. Come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Never be the same, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's just the way it is, Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. It's just the way it's done. Went to that island. Why the fuck would you go to that island? Went to the dentist to give me some nitrous. Went to the dentist and put in some diamonds. I did not ask for broke niggas to chime in. They just don't understand me. I'm that nigga that's gon' urinate on Grammys. Rockin' so I stickers cause all my niggas are Nazis. Reading my camp 2 chapters before I go to sleep. Hop in a Rari. She wanna hop in a Rari. She wanna hop in a Rari. She wanna hop in a Rari. I see that look in her eyes. She wanna hop in a ride. I said, are you ready to die? I said, are you ready to die? They telling me that I'm a bully. I'm anti-Semitic, fully. They saying I'm acting like Hitler. But how am I acting like Hitler? When I'm a fucking nigga. I see that look in her eyes. She wanna hop in a ride. I said, are you ready to die? I said, are you ready to die? They telling me that I'm a bully. I'm anti-Semitic, fully. They saying I'm acting like Hitler. But how am I acting like Hitler? I see that look in her eyes. She wanna hop in a ride. I said, are you ready to die? I said, are you ready to die? They telling me that I'm a bully. I'm anti-Semitic, fully. They saying I'm acting like Hitler. But how am I acting like Hitler? When I'm a fucking nigga.
Let's get ready to rumble!
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe, I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible can stop me. Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
We are back. We are back. We are back.
You want to come home with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
Peace and blessings. Happy Friday. Salutations. You are here again at another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. So if you're here, hit the like. If you are new, hit the subscribe. If you are giving, hit the Cash App. We are here of another day and another night. It's a late night edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. I want y'all to come on in. We fellowshipping tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Shout out to those that are tuned in from the clouds. Shout out to those that are tuned in from the bushes. Shout out to those that are tuned in from the alley. Shout out to my replay gang that might catch this late after the fact. But if you're here now, shout out and peace and blessings. How's everybody doing? We got a lot to talk about again tonight. I hope everyone had a great week. I had a very interesting vacation. I had a staycation this year. I just wanted to just be at home and do what I need to do around my house and live life and enjoy my time off. After this weekend is all over, I got to go back to the grind on Monday. But it's all good. With that being said, I want everybody to get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike said, get you some juice. But leave them pills alone, because them bugs will kill you. Not about to start with a long monologue. Y'all see the title. We're going to get to the main state of this live stream in a little while. Got some other stuff to talk about. Cardi B is out here in these streets showing exactly who the hell she is. Like real talk. It is crazy. So we're going to start off right now. Hope y'all like the new intro music that I've been doing. My last live had some very good reviews, some very good, it was okay, moderate views, moderate engagement. Excuse me. I had to re-edit it because I had some shit on there that was kind of infringing on copyrights. So instead of just like partially blocking my shit, it totally blocked my shit. So I had to like re-edit it, but it's up and running. So if you want to catch Tuesdays live on the replay, go on back over there for Tuesday. But we're going to get into this Cardi B madness that's going on. Definitely is a mess.
So Cardi,
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the
has
Tip
confirmed
Network
she is
for putting this out
pregnant.
here.
She is expecting a baby with Stefan Diggs. She
The latest rumor about you is that you are having a baby.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefan Diggs.
Finish this phrase. Leave it what?
And I gotta say this before I go any further with this. Now keep in mind, here's a married woman. But you ladies are like glorifying this as a win for her as far as what she's doing with Stefan Diggs. Now keep in mind also, Cardi B was dealing with this man around the time when she was getting ready to drop her last child. So they was having whatever they was having around the last month or so of her last pregnancy with Offset's child. And I know a lot of brothers will feel a certain kind of way, regardless if you and your significant other broke bad and y'all was expecting a child. But I think y'all would feel a certain kind of way if your child's mother was being intimate with another man while she's still pregnant with your child. See, this is the time, and this ain't the first time that this happened in society. This has been going on for quite a number of years. And that just shows me the breakdown with the family structure. It shows me the breakdown with the respect factor of the sacredness of having a child. It's just a lot. You know, when we interact sexually, you know, we are passing not only fluids, we're passing spirits. And for people to engage with that, that's not necessarily the initial parents in that situation. I mean, it's a little different. You know, like if you're with that person, y'all married, things like that, y'all locked in as far as a relationship. The woman gets pregnant, and you know y'all want to indulge. That's a little different scenario, opposed to when you're a new guy coming in and you just like, because so many brothers out here like, man, the best pussy is pregnant pussy. Don't even care where it came from, but the fact that y'all want to do that and, you know, do whatever, and knowing that, well, at least at this particular time, I can't pop her off because she's already popped off. You see the mindset that sounds that comes from that. You see how that sounds? That sounds crazy when you really look at it. Hit the like button on the way in if y'all watching. Speak while you can. And man, Cardi B something else. But we're gonna listen to Tip Network and we're gonna listen to this reaction.
What?
And
Name something specific. Let some specific.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stefan Diggs.
Diggs. I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
Finish this phrase. Leave it what?
Yeah.
Rumors going around that Stefan Diggs had an affair with Cardi B while she was 8 months pregnant.
I'm him.
Me and him think the same way. Like, it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. I mean, you know, everybody kept telling me like I should have fun. Yes. And we had a little bit of too much fun, and now I'm here. I'm here. Had too much. We had too much fun.
So because whoever the fuck told you to get out here and get outside and do whatever and have fun, you decide to have fun with this man after the fact that, you know, you already knew him. After the fact you had the baby by your husband, which is not finalized yet. Keep in mind of that. But then sit up and bust it open. And let's keep it 100. If you aesthetically look at Cardi B, even though we know half her shit is fake and, you know, whatever. But if you aesthetically look at Cardi B, she's a very nice looking woman. True enough. On the outside. But if those that have followed her over the years, those that really know what is going on in her mind, in her head, you would think that a man with any sense is going to avoid this kind of a person, right? But because, excuse me, she's so revered in the industry and so revered with so many people, that just being associated with her is going to rise up your social media base. If you're really trying to get on, if you're really trying to get known, if you're really trying to get famous, so to speak, to deal with a person like her, you'll get that notoriety. But it comes with a cost.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of is crazy that Cardi got a kid, and I don't think the ink has been finalized on the divorce. I do think it's crazy.
When she got with Offset, she put that in a Rolls Royce and one of the badass cars. We seen it. She had the blunt already in the ashtray. She had a bag of money. You describing a woman, this a hoe. This a hoe who used to drug men and rob them. So she know how to handle it. This a hoe who done sold. How you think she got him back to the room to drug him? In the name of selling. So broad has been in the strip club who come up out the strip club. The strip club is where she at. This ain't the regular kind of woman that's gonna be getting you some fall in love. Just
I don't think a hoe stays with a man for 8 years. And
yes, you do.
And hoes by her side.
Yes, you do. Y'all don't know hoes. You don't know a real hoe. A hoe at her age, hoes don't try to hoe forever. She settled down as a hoe. She was not too long ago out of the strip club, a music career. You think from the strip club to the music career, she just became a ladylike woman? She was just drugging men. She was just for fighting. So she hadn't had children. Most put a baby in a hoe change for the baby. But she still got her hoe ways. She gonna go hoe up on this baby daddy. Y'all don't know a hoe. So a hoe is looking for the right man, whether it's a trick or whoever, that'll change her life. But she'll evolve from what she was. So she'll play whatever role he put her in that's beneficial. Hoes is about benefits. It ain't got about feelings. It's about a benefit with a hoe. So a hoe will put up with way more than what a woman will put up with for the benefits. A hoe don't care about the feelings.
I'm happy. My man is happy. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this chapter in life. I will tell you, mind your business. This is my business, but it is what it is. I'm a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all a little bit nosy. But since y'all is in my business, if you team girl, get this vinyl. This is a pretty and petty vinyl, all right?
Now check this out. If y'all look at aesthetics and things like that, you see what she's doing, right? She's purposely, and a lot of women do this shit for attention, especially these attention-seeking women that like to always put themselves out there. They have to get some kind of like validation from social media. She got her fucking tatas purposely on top of this table. on purpose just so you can look at her. She sexualizes herself. She doesn't care. This is what gets people to see who she is. She's very low IQ. She's very limited in talent, but she has a look that the masses want to see, envy, and copy. She basically is Nicki Minaj times 10. She's just super ratchet with how she moves. Yeah, Nicki Minaj in her prime, yeah, she was somewhat ratchet, but she was somewhat reserved too. Cardi B, she's in a whole nother level with it.
Right? You could get the CD version, but if you Team Boy, you get the Imaginary Players version. You know what I'm saying? Buy my album so I could buy Pampers and diapers and all that type of stuff. I told ya, now go support my album because I'm a mother of 4 now.
Yes.
But no, I just.
So he met her as this rap icon. He ain't no motherly woman. Let me the rap icon. He put a baby in her. We start watching her go from being this to a mama wife. We watching this. So we watching a hoe go from being what she was to a mama and a wife. And being faithful. There's no tabloids. There's no nothing saying she been doing this. It's all on him. He the one. We watching him run back to her on stage, baby, I'm sorry, baby, with the blunt, baby, I'm sorry, baby. She performing. We watching this. We watching this hoe take him back. A woman wouldn't have took all she took public embarrassment and took him back. A woman wouldn't have done it. She would have been gone. She would have been gone. But a hoe, she gonna stay down. With all that public embarrassment she took. A hoe would stay down. A woman, she wouldn't have let Stephon Diggs while she was pregnant with her husband, baby. A hoe will. A woman will not let Stephon Diggs while she was pregnant with her husband, baby. But a hoe will.
I'm kind of skeptical of the rebound factor. You know what I mean? I infamously said, I only one cheater get to another. That's not me trying to like throw any shade on her guy. Bro, like when I look up, they said this got like 3 other girls pregnant right now. I'm like, yo, this is a breeding factory.
I don't have gag reflex. I think I've been happy within myself even before I conceived. I'm just happy. Someone said I'll be happy if I got some D. TMI, I don't have gag reflexes. So now that I brush my teeth and I brush my tongue, I'm a No, I don't follow them. You know why I don't follow them? I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't follow them. They had said something about me and I like responded to them, and then you know what they told me? I hope your daughter gonna grow up to be a hoe like you.
Look, they say he has kids. How many does he have? It says Stephon Diggs. It said 4 months ago. Stephon Diggs welcomes a baby with an IG model. So he's.
And the crazy thing behind this, he got infant babies on top of dealing with Cardi right now. And she totally doesn't care. This is some wild shit that we witnessing right here. These are the things that I would advise brothers to look at and be mindful of. I would advise any women that got an ounce of respect for themselves to be mindful of this kind of relationship. If you think that this shit is about to go long term between Cardi B and Stephon Diggs, then y'all are fucking delusional. And when it ends, it's going to end bad. Stephon Diggs is not about to marry this girl. So now you done made another bastard ass child. Because y'all not married. She's already married. The divorce ain't even finalized yet. And a lot of women out here are praising this kind of behavior. So it kind of makes you wonder, what is the mindset of this generation of dating out here? Is this what it's all about? It's all about hookup culture and popping off babies just because y'all just want to have children. No family structure, no anything. This is some sad shit. I know y'all look at it, because they're entertainers, they're in the industry, sports and music and all this other shit, but it's still dysfunctional. And what kills me is that this is the kind of behavior that the regular motherfuckers out here in the streets is going to try to emulate. But you're not going to get the same results. See, these people are millionaires. Yeah, they crazy, they ratchet, they wild, they ghetto, but at the end of the day, they're fucking millionaires. So they got the money to jag off and do whatever. The average person don't have that kind of status. They don't have that kind of income to do what the fuck people like them are doing. Look at this as a lesson, not something that you want to try to, hang on to their coattails on. Because I'm telling you, you're not going to like that. You're not going to like it at all.
He supposedly had a baby with this chick. He's in a paternity dispute with the IG model. Her name's Alina Lopera. She goes by the name Lord Giselle. He said he wasn't sure if he was the parent. So that means, yeah, but I thought I pulled out.
Is this real? Oh my God.
Stefan, the baby rooms too. The baby rooms. Who was that? You. Oh, my personal life? Yeah. I told you about that. I won't talk too much about my personal life, but I heard about it.
Any celebrations that we'll see in the?
We'll see.
Most people don't know a hoe, and most people don't know a woman. Homie, some woman, I don't care what the situation is. She ain't giving her dignity up for what she feel at this moment, and she still got to be a woman tomorrow. She still got to be a woman tomorrow.
A few years ago, you told me all women were the same.
I ain't never said that. All women are designed the same by God. All women don't act the same. All women are the same. All of them emotionally respond, but all of them don't act the same. Homie, there are some women, I don't care how bad they hurt, you ain't because they hurt. I know some women, I don't care what they going through, I don't care what the man did. You not fit to lay your demon spirits on my innocent baby in my womb. And you a whoremongering man. And you've been laying with all these different women. You think I'm finna let you lay and you finna impart those spirits in my baby, and you've been sleeping with strippers who's possibly been molested? You wanna put those molested spirits into my baby, where my baby draws me because you lay those spirits? Come on now, you wanna transfer all these spirits into me as a pregnant woman with an innocent child. Do you know how sacred it is for a woman to be pregnant? That nobody touches her. No man. That's why God made Jesus' father couldn't talk for 9 months. Because he gonna be saying, man, I ain't how she get pregnant. He couldn't even talk. That's how sacred a pregnancy is. But we don't think a woman would do that. That's hoe. That's what a hoe would do. Not a woman.
What do you like better, women or hoes?
Hoe. Give me a hoe. Man, the women are great. Don't get me wrong. But
ladies and gentlemen of Polite Savages, we are now about to embark on a journey and break it down for the dirty down brown. When we're talking about Cardi B, she's pregnant. She's finally achieved her goal, slinging that wop. She went from wife to baby mama with all the drama and bagged herself a baby by a NFL player. As always, we can only guarantee to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bust down baby mama with a.
And I'm telling you, like I said, aesthetically, Cardi B is not a bad looking woman. And she knows this. She's made herself, she's built herself to look the way she looks. I hope if that rumor was, whatever, as far as her BBL having odors, she claimed that, it ain't like that because of her Dominican background and how her mama was on her about washing her ass. I mean, but that's to be whatever. We didn't heard certain people say whatever. We didn't heard all the rumors before early on during the summer that, even her baby daddy right now was saying something about it, but we don't know how true that is. We haven't publicly seen him say that, and be honest with you, he probably not going to say that. It's probably not even true. Rumors is a motherfucker. A person can get a rumor started and make it sound so believable that you will believe that shit 40 going north. Trust me, I know, because I've had people say rumors about myself. And because a certain circle of people didn't like me or didn't like the fact that I stopped fucking with them or whatever the case may be, they decided they want to make a whole effort to try to desecrate my character, discredit me, so to speak, make me feel a certain way. Matter of fact, someone that's been a part of the whole Black Bottom Roscast got the nerve to show me their true colors. I'm not even going to say no names about it because it's not even important. But you ain't going to see them no more, not on this platform, unless they coming on another whole nother platform. They got in, and this is what's fucked up about us as people, especially us as Black people. We're very loving and caring people, very open to anybody that gives us some form of energy that they might be inviting to get into your circle. And sometimes we make the mistake in inviting them in, and then they really show themselves who the fuck they really are. And that's the sad thing about it, because there are so many people out here that play these games for whatever reason to try to get in where they fit in with a person. Know all whatever they can learn from them. And then when shit hit the fan, now they want to so-called expose them. It's sad. It just goes to show me that there are some miserable people out here in the world that would do their best because they're miserable in their own self to try to make someone else look, if not as bad as them, but worse, just to make them feel somewhat better for themselves. And there's a special place in hell for people like that. And I don't give a fuck. But like I said, we can discuss this as long as the day is long. What man out here in the world wouldn't want to have an evening with Cardi B? On one aspect of it, would you want to have her hang around? Would you want to deal with her attitude? Would you want to deal with her emotional bipolarness? Would you really want to deal with that? Is the juice really worth the squeeze? That's the question. Is the juice really worth the squeeze with this one? I guess D4vd's is going to find out. We're going to be here to watch it.
The rap career, but it's time to shut up and take your medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Well, let's go.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Man, oh man, I thought we were done talking about Cardi B's escapades for the year. Been to court a couple of times, throwing stuff, spiking microphones on people's heads. And yes, she's been showing that baby bump, walking around, waddling around, acting like she ain't pregnant, avoiding the question. But she finally came clean and chose to do so on Gayle King. Oh, she nabbed herself a baby. But the funny part is she's not even divorced yet. She was getting busted down when she had a baby in her womb the last time by this NFL dude. And I guess he didn't mind bopping the baby on the head when he was doing this thing. And I guess she didn't mind either. Diabolical, nasty things that she does. But what do you expect from the bad mouth Bronx beatdown and clown? Cardi Barty gonna do what you want to do, and she don't care how it goes down. And I know the Cardi fans are gonna come after me saying that, oh, Offset cheated on her so many times and she's just trying to find her happiness. But I guess happiness is just wrapped up in some D getting dug out by a dude who don't care about you, who's gonna go around and spread it around, and his own teammates said they wouldn't let him date his sister, no matter what he says.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
He's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents.
I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy. You really about me?
Yeah.
You just don't know me well enough.
I mean, I only know it as WAP. What does that stand for? That's Cardi B.
She cold. She belongs to the streets.
Cardi B potentially having an affair while pregnant with Stephon Diggs.
But let's just break it down. Cardi has a type. She likes the brothers who get around like Tupac, who could bust and lay the pipe all night. And she ain't cared about character. She only cares about satisfaction. But in the end, she's going to find out, because when it comes down to it, there'll be another cuter face out there. He's going to go on to it. And while she was on the boat, allegedly, probably, seemingly putting some substance in her face, he was on there flirting with a bunch of women.
People are saying it's tainted and all that, but I don't know if it was a Kool-Aid pack. I didn't get to zoom in on it.
Do I think it was Kool-Aid? Absolutely not.
Who knows? It could have been. You remember those days? The old people, they used to call it snuff. Yeah. People rub it on their gums.
That's what Tootsie is.
Oh, you rub it on your gums?
What's Tootsie?
What's Tootsie?
That's the pink thing.
Oh, it's called Tootsie. You know, huh?
I've seen that.
Well, I never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. But thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I like to be educated.
She said a close friend. So what's close?
People I've been around. People like doing
That's
that.
She knows what Tootsie is, but nobody does around her.
No, none of my. No, actually, though.
Now, flight savages. We don't know what exactly was in that bag and what that substance is, but let us just go and assume it is what it is, and a bunch of video vixens chopping up with 3 or 4 hoes and putting that stuff right up their nose. If she was hypothetically in that situation, then it wouldn't be looking really good for her keeping custody of her children.
I wonder if Cardi B's gonna be mad at this. That's what I was looking at, because he's telling me to call him daddy and all type of shit. But they may be cool, have that type of relationship where it ain't no big thing.
People were basically saying she would be mad about the girls all over him, but it's like, if they know what it is and she just want to have a good time, he want to go have a good time, they can go have a good time together. If that girl want to go live her best life and go be on a boat with the girls who are shaking, let her go do that, because she's allowed to go do that.
I mean, you're going to pretty much put yourself out.
And who's to say that Cardi B on the side, on the slide, ain't about that life? She ain't came out and said no shit like that, but I bet you with the right motherfucker in her world, she'll probably dip and dabble in some menage a trois and threesomes and foursomes and all kinds of dumbs and shits like that, if she's with that right kind of nigga. See, what she doing right now, she's utilizing Stephon Diggs as a stepping stone to really help her with her flattering career. You know, she's not talented in rap. Yeah, she got some catchy tunes that the ladies like, but for longevity, how long it's been since she came out with her album? In between her first to this one? How long has it been? Yeah, she's made singles here and there. You know what I'm saying? But how long did it take her to really do this second album? This is her second album. And she's been out, what, 8 years or some shit like that. 9 years, 10 years. I don't know exactly how long, but I know she's been out for quite a while. You know, she came into the streets in this shit when she was in her early 20s. And now she's like in her 30s now. So now she's starting to hit that wall. So now she's trying to get whatever she gonna get. But also she does what she does because she got the money and the capital to aesthetically make herself look a certain way to stay relevant in the industry and in the eyes of those that lust after. She's a succubus. She believes in using what she got to get what she wants. This is the perfect example of it. But it's going to eventually catch up with her. She's catching a lot of slack and a lot of heat from some of her fans. I don't know how extensive that's going to get over time, but right now she's riding this wave. She's riding this wave of being viral. So she ain't really caring about it because in this shit, you know, even bad publicity is good publicity because guess what? Her name is still in people's mouths because we talking about it right now.
Out there to a certain kind of man, and it's usually the kind of man that's not faithful. It's the kind of man that's, you know, not solid. It's the kind of man that's, you know, everything that women complain about, the F-boy energy and all of that. And unfortunately, you're advertising to the kind of man that you're attracted to, but is no good for you. And most ladies don't care that that's their level of attraction they're putting out there to the world. Now, Trapper 75 was one of the chicks that was on the yacht with Cardi B. This is Stefan Diggs' house, and you know, he's from Maryland, inside the Maryland mansion, right? About to take the fattest snap in the thunderstorm. Oh my God, this is bliss. What do you see? You're seeing the same back style of walls there. That means she's in his house, and women do that. Also following his side chick Traps.
And let's think about this. You think this woman during this time, and I think it was sometime this summer, you think this woman was in his house and they wasn't clapping? You think that? You think that she just came over just so they can, cook hot wings and watch the football game or the baseball game or some bullshit? You think she came over there to play the, you know, PS5 in his house? I'm just saying.
Spencer on Instagram, okay?
But she doesn't care because, like she said, she's a boss babe. She got her own money and she can do her own thing. But have you ever noticed that people who refuse to understand what they're doing wrong repeat the same mistakes over and over again, running around with the same people, the same clothes of what she always had? And that's how you know when someone's down real bad, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. But who she's going to blame this time? Because the choice she made, we all know it was in fact the blind leading the blind.
And somehow Cardi B thinking it was going to be different this time, but instead she insisted in getting herself the same man. Instead of Offset, it became Stefan Diggs, where the difference is she doesn't have her hand in the marriage, with a wedding ring around the finger and a commitment from Stefan Diggs, just being used up like another floozy, pink pocket sleeve.
Yeah, Stefan Diggs a bigger dog than Offset by 20. Like Offset Little League when it comes to like dog, like a dog compared to these industry. Stefan Diggs is Hall of Fame. That's like leaving Trippie Redd and getting with Future. And be like, Trippie cheated on me, so what, Future gonna be faithful? Okay. Okay. You left Trippie Redd because he cheated. Now you get with Future. Let's see if he cheated. Riddle me that.
Where you know in her mind she thought she was going to be a power couple, but she's being treated like any other bubble butt slut, ready to get that monkey served up and beat up by a star wide receiver. So Cardi, it doesn't matter that you're a rap superstar. You're just like any other baby mama on the same playing field as these wannabe Instagram models with no fame and no name. but with the same old BBL, like all the other devotees of the THOTs. Used for one purpose, and that is to please, busting it wide open with boobies and booty meat for all on social media to see. This is the only time you'll end up hearing about.
Right. We're gonna hear some reactions after all this went viral, after she went on Gayle King, of all people, to do an interview, because Gayle King, that's Oprah's girl. She don't give a fuck. She likes to smoke. She likes the drama. It brings them ratings. When was the last time you seen a Gayle King interview? I think maybe the last major interview she had was with R. Kelly, and she got a lot of backlash for that shit because she basically helped seal that man's faith in prison. Shout out to R. Kelly, getting caught up in this industry's bullshit. You knew what you was getting yourself involved in. I would hope you did. If not, then hey, I pray for you, brother. Because you should have known better. This industry don't like nobody being their own mind. They want you to follow what the fuck they tell you need to do. Just like a lot of jobs out here. You supposed to do what the fuck they want you to do, or you just not gonna be a part of this shit. But if you have any true self-worth of yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your own oneness, if you believe that you are just as valuable as the next person, you can do and make certain moves and changes for the better. You ain't got to step on nobody's toes. You ain't got to point the finger at nobody. You ain't got to trick on nobody. You ain't got to be an asshole. I mean, even though assholes get shit done, but if you're going to be an asshole with reason. Have a purpose behind it. Just don't be an asshole just to be an asshole. There's so many people out here in the world that are assholes just to be assholes. And it'll come back on them. She should get with the Coffee Podcast, had some more to say about it, because there are some fans out there that are turning on Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? There are some fans out here that are seeing what the fuck she doing, and they call it for what it is. And it's ratchet. It's foul, it's ratchet, it's ghetto. It's just fucked up.
Beware. We have the slowest chicks walking this earth.
Do y'all know y'all are literally making up the statistics? When people say black homes, and y'all are literally giving them the fucking data to add to the statistics.
You have a chick here who says she needed to get pregnant so she could get over the last guy.
Cardi B is a loser. Not musically, ethically, she's a loser.
We know the dating market is challenging, but did we know that it was mentally challenging?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Cardi B is being celebrated for becoming a single mom following her divorce. Women were cheering her on after she came out of her marriage with Offset. I don't know, you decided to marry a rapper who has 10 or 11 kids or something like that by various women, and you were shocked when he started cheating on you. That's your fault. What I want to point out to you, gentlemen, is beware. We have the slowest chicks walking this earth. Please be careful, or you might end up with one of these.
Well, yes, I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stephon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man, we're very supportive of each other.
Now, when I say slow, believe it or not, I'm not talking
And hold on. I gotta say something behind this shit. She is literally now when she just had that recent court date when the rumors was already starting to stir that she was pregnant and was trying to hide the fact. But when that reporter had confronted her about that situation when she came out of the courthouse and she takes a pen and throws it at him on some ignorant shit. Talking about he disrespectful and now other motherfuckers is backing her up. Oh, you being disrespectful, blah, 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 blah. How was that disrespectful? Yeah, you kept quiet about it until you felt the need to do it for your benefit to try to sell your fucking weak ass album that no one is giving a fuck about. Cardi B, your music is trash. You only certain people would listen to your music, and it's failing. So your people probably got in your ears like, fuck it, take this opportunity to fucking do what you need to do. Now you on time. We talking about Cardi B right now. But she's showing her ratchetness. So yeah, so definitely this crazy shit right now. This crazy work. This crazy work what she doing.
Talking about the way Gayle King is talking to Cardi B like she's a 6-year-old. No, neither am I talking about the comments that are saying things like you showed him in reference to Cardi B's ex-husband. No, I'm talking about opinions like this video right here. You have a chick here who says she needed to get pregnant so she could get over the last guy.
Hate to say it. I don't even hate to say it, but I gotta say it. After what we've seen she's gone through with Offset, I feel like Cardi had to get pregnant by her new man. She had to get over Offset and to show that she's finally over him. I know it sounds crazy, but we've seen it happen to other people. Probably even ask the women in your family, ask your moms.
Ask your mom. My mom would think that's crazy. Maybe your mom would think differently. But guys, what I'm trying to make sure I get at here is we know the dating market is challenging, but did we know that it was mentally challenging?
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Who thinks like this, man? She's like, she had to have a baby with the next guy to get over the last guy. This is not how healthy families are built. This is problematic. This is a real person.
Exactly. What she's showing you, ladies, even though I know some of you ratchet sisters that like to go to the club and pop it like it's hot and be with your little girl groups and shit like that. Y'all think this shit's cute. But what she's showing you is the true definition of destruction. What she's showing you is the true definition of how to just have a chaotic household. Now here it is. You done been with Offset for 8+ years. You're still legally married to this man. Y'all divorce is not fine. Y'all been all in the world for almost a decade, being a couple. You chose to deal with what Offset was doing outside of you guys' relationship. But let me ask y'all a question. Looking at how Cardi B is, looking at how she's such an attention-seeking person, looking at how she just flies off the handle, like she's just schizophrenic / bipolar. Was Offset really wrong for stepping out? I'll say this. Okay, he stepped out on his wife. Does he have any other babies outside of what the fuck he already has with Cardi? It's most definitely showing she's always been that way since she was loving hip hop. Yeah, She let it be known she ratchet. Exactly. So with that being said, she tried to do the whole housewife type shit. Well, wife. Because she wasn't no housewife. Because she said it in that one rap with Megan the male horse. She don't cook, she don't clean. But even though, if y'all don't remember, that one video that when she was still with Offset, when he was like, yeah, he was talking shit to her. And he was like literally making her in the background of that video do some cleaning, if nothing else. Come on, these motherfuckers is rich. They can order out, they can pay for chefs. They don't necessarily have to do what regular degular people do in their everyday life. They can pay for that shit if they just really want it. But that energy that she put out there saying that shit is making the average person think, oh yeah, I can do that too. No, bitch. You're not famous like that. You ain't fine like that. You ain't shaped like that. You ain't got the money like that to demand that kind of shit. You just don't. You know, some of y'all out here in these streets that's out here on the regular degular side think y'all baddies too. You're not. Exactly. They got money like that. They fucking billionaires over there in the Beyonce and Jay-Z camp. They ain't got to cook. Them motherfuckers, they like to be catered to. You know? There's some people when they get to a certain status in life, they ain't got to do all that shit. They pay for that. They pay for people to clean their house. They pay for people to shop for them. They pay for people to cook for them. But for you to sit out there knowing how impressionable you are to the regular person, to put those kind of lyrics and shit out there like they can do that too, you're adding on to the dysfunction of our community that's already in disarray. Cardi B definitely is a loser.
With real thoughts and opinions, which she can have, of course, but watch out.
The way she was attached to that man, is it healthy? I'm no therapist, no psychologist, no psychiatrist. But for her, I feel like she needed to do that and move on that quick and that permanently with somebody else to finally get over Offset, or to at least make it look like for herself. You know, you gotta fake it to make it sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta do some shit. And that's how deep she was. And she just had to.
If you have to have a child, because who does this sound like, right? This sounds like Nick Cannon, who I just covered, who in short said, hey, I actually think I didn't have to have 12 kids by 4+ women. It's probably more than that. I don't remember exactly how much, but he says, I think this was a trauma response following my divorce. Why are people doing this? Why is this viewed as something that's okay?
I really pray for a healthy and happy pregnancy for her and everybody involved. His kids, her kids. No, she going on tour right after, and I'm be there. Oh, she told Hennessy, put the fuck on, give me the fuck. Yeah, she really gonna mean it this time. I'm sorry, she had to.
She is living up to the whole hood culture of a woman that just wants to give her body up to whoever is giving her attention. She is adding on to the dysfunction of the families in the black culture. Even though she really don't claim that she's black. She says she's Dominican. She's from the Dominican Republic. You know, a large majority of those people do not claim that they're black. They're Latin. They're Spanish. You know, so But some of them like to coexist with black people. A lot of them like to coexist with white people. She has totally been a plant in the industry for quite some time. And she is really showing you black ladies how to be as ratchet as you can be. This is why it's so important to have your fathers in your life. This is why it's so important to have a nuclear family in our community. We're the only community that's dealing with and having this madness happen. Like I said, stick around. We got a lot more to talk about, not just with Cardi, but this whole David and all this other shit that's going on. It's some things that really need to be corrected within our community, man. And we all know it, but some of us just don't give a fuck no more. We just like it for what it is and accept it for what it is. Not knowing that we are putting ourselves in a total damnation of our fucking structure of our existence. This shit is getting sad out here, y'all.
Had to do it. I feel like she had to do that. She had to do it.
As always, we're going to check out some of these comments here that people have to say. Let's see if there's any sense here in the comments. Top comment here says, I'm too old for this logic. There you go. You have a woman with experience here who's also scratching her head. Another person who says, I want her fertility. So this lady's like, hey, I also want to have kids following a marriage with a man who is not going to or hasn't married me yet. Let's fingers crossed.
Cardi B is the example of having poor vagina management. I don't care how rich you are. It is so irresponsible to keep having babies by different men. My thing is, you came on the internet, you bashed your husband, you made it to the world that he does this and he do this, and all of that might be true. But you are laying up with a man who's no different than your husband. He literally lays seeds everywhere he goes. So tell me, what are you getting differently? This man could not even make an honest woman out of you before laying you up and knocking you up. Make it make sense. I don't care how much money you have. It's irresponsible, baby. Having fun with a man, do what you want to do. But getting out of divorce and laying up with a man and getting pregnant less than a fucking year than you were just in the hospital giving birth, honey, that is crazy. I don't care. You don't have enough people around.
All right. You hear this lady. I'm quite sure there's other women out here that feel the same way as she feels. Y'all want to stop this kind of behavior? Stop entertaining this kind of behavior. Stop supporting this kind of behavior. Stop celebrating this kind of behavior, whether they're a so-called superstar or not. You ladies hold the keys to holding these other ladies accountable. I know a lot of y'all talk amongst yourselves, amongst your friend groups and things like that. But if you don't put it out there in the atmosphere to the veracity that is getting reached to where it needs to get reached to, then you're not making any moves. You're just talking shit, popping spit. You ain't shaking shit. You just capping. You really want to change in how society is and the image that society is looking at you women? Change that shit. Change that narrative. Show more self-respect for yourself. Don't condone this ratchet fucking behavior. Stop supporting this ratchet kind of music and these ratchet entertainers, because this is what the industry has put out there to manipulate everyone else to take a part of, because they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about how y'all families is going. They don't give a fuck about how you living. They don't give a fuck if you spending your last to get their merchandise, as long as they getting that money from you. And then once they got that money from you, and y'all, and some of y'all then probably spent y'all last to do whatever to support these people. When you're down and out and fucked up, you think Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and Sukiana and Sexy Red, Lotto, Ice Spice, Glorilla, you think all them motherfuckers gonna come to y'all aid? I mean, I'm just saying. You think they gonna come to y'all assistance to help you sisters out as much time, effort, and money that y'all invested in these women? Because regardless of what y'all want to say, anybody in any industry, any avenue of the industry, women supported a whole hell of a lot. Yeah, men, of course, support it too. But as far as this culture, women support this shit a lot. Y'all are making these women millionaire / some of them billionaires. If y'all cut that shit off, it'd be over for them. But the question is, are y'all going to try to do the right thing to change the narrative of the industry, what they promoting, how our lives and our everydays is going? Are y'all going to really do that to make it better? Not only just for yourself, but for your children. Our children are so exposed to so much shit now. It's ridiculous. I'm just saying.
Around you to tell you, baby, this is not right. And I don't care. Y'all gonna keep throwing money. Money is not everything. Do y'all know y'all are literally making up the statistics? When people say Black homes, and y'all are literally giving them the fucking data to add to the statistics. I don't care. That shit is just getting disgusting. When will women learn? You have to, your body is.
And Cardi B is showing us that she is the woman that fucking goes for the lowest percent of the men that make the most children out here.
Is sacred. Your body is a temple. Everybody does not deserve a child out of you. I'm sorry. And my thing is, you'll play to the internet and y'all make it seem like this relationship is top 10, all this, and then a year or two go on, and then you bashing him just like you did your husband. Sweetie, tell me something that's different from him than your husband, because from what I'm seeing, he came with the same thing: multiple baby mamas and multiple drama. I sometimes I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And I'm really praying for these young women out here. I want you to know your worth is not, I don't even know how to put this. Your worth, having a baby by a man does not define your worth. I'm so serious. It is getting out of hand. It's sickening to see. This is just, it's irresponsible. And then my thing is, you have young women looking up to you. And no, you're not supposed to be nobody's role model, but you know you have an audience. You know there's people looking up to you. and this is what you want to set. Not even that. You have young girls. You have young girls. Is this the example you want to set for your daughters? Like, this is ridiculous. Again, minding my business, but not minding my business. Congratulations on your album coming out, because I know you're going to do amazing. You're a great artist, but I really, 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 really wish you would just slow it down, because, baby, let me tell you something. You may think you know who you are coming out of that relationship with your ex-husband, but girl, I can guarantee you have not fully grasped who Cardi B is, because if you done that, you would not be giving a man with multiple baby mamas a fucking baby out of wedlock. I'm so sorry. It's ridiculous. It's girl, I love you down. I love you down. But I'm gonna let you know when you're wrong.
Somebody else who says she has the money to do it, let her. And this perspective right here is also detrimental, right? That all you need to have children is money. But no, you don't need a present father there to help you raise those children, or it's not best you're in the same household. She has the money. As long as you have money in this life, people believe you can pretty much do what you want. You make bad decisions. The Coffee Pot is backed by fathershaverights.com, the ultimate prenup prep guide for men who value marriage in our modern day. Future husbands, the divorce industry makes billions when men walk into a lawyer's office unprepared. The right way.
People who celebrate Cardi B getting pregnant by Stephon Diggs hate kids. I didn't stutter. They hate children. Every time NBA YoungBoy gets somebody pregnant, another baby mom lines up to be a baby mom for NBA YoungBoy. When Future gets another woman pregnant, when those women line up to be impregnated, when any of these celebrities just pop out kids, y'all enjoy it. You're entertained by it. Even though the kids are the ones who suffer. The kids got to go from household to household. The kids are the ones growing up, watching what everybody's saying about their family. The kids are the ones who know about their parents' adult business. Oh, but it's the tea, though. It's the tea. Well, while you was yapping about the tea, a bunch of these kids are getting born into situations that are not ideal. We excuse it because the people who are doing it have a lot of money, but they're not raising these kids. And to be honest with you, most of the people who are the most entertained by it also have kids. And they are also not raising those kids because they hate kids. Y'all view them as a commodity. They're something that you could take a photo op with, and then you done with them. Whole time they're growing up and they're learning from every one of these situations. So when your kids are okay with creating lives and never really taking responsibility for them, more than just financial, actually raising them, and you can't understand why, walk to your nearest mirror, point your finger at the image, and say, this is your fault.
Someone else who says, not our path to judge, just hope she's happy. Nothing wrong with looking at a situation and placing a judgment on whether you believe that it's healthy or not, and if that's something that you want to embrace in your life. Somebody else who says, I think you're right. Like maybe she did that as a way to make sure she doesn't go back. This is insane.
Cardi B is a loser. Not musically. She wins in that department. Even wins in fashion.
Hold on. How you gonna sit there and say she a loser, but say she's not a loser in the music? Shout out to you, Big Mike. Hey, shout out to you. I saw you up in the house. You know what I'm saying? I see you came in. We get into the meat of the subjects anyway. You know, we ain't even to the main event of this live stream. But how the hell are you gonna sit up there in one breath and say she's a loser, but say she's not a loser when it comes to music? How many of y'all think that Cardi B really has talent? She's not a writer. She raps what other people give her. So she's not a true artist. You know, I don't know what this world is and how this shit is going on right now. You know, as far as in the music, I am totally not upset getting out of this whole circle like that. Yeah, I DJ. I DJ other music for other circles, for other people that actually like real music. So this shit here is crazy. Why is everyone concerned about Cardi B being pregnant? Who cares? Her 3 kids will be well taken care of, and her unborn child will be taken care of too. Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't care. But it ain't the fact that they're gonna be taken care of, it's the fact of the ratchetness that they're up under. She's not talented to me, motherfuckers. Put anything in the studios. Exactly. She is trash, y'all. I'm sorry. It took every bit of my fiber of my body when I was in the club world to really be in them places. That's why, if y'all remember how I was back in them days, I would get to the party about 10 o'clock. By midnight, 12:30, I had to get the fuck up out there. Unless it was my own club set. And I had no choice but to stay there till it was closed. But I had certain DJs that would play more music than just bullshit. I was very selective of the DJs that I had do our club sets for my club sets when I was a part of it. But any other time, I'm just saying, any other time, I'm there for about 2 hours. That was more than enough. I had to drink, I had to smoke, I had to just like get into a certain mindset and just get the fuck up out of there before it got too late. I wanted to get up out of there before the fucking party was over because the shit was just, it was vexing my spirit sometimes, y'all. I had to like purify myself in the lakes of Minnetonka sometimes. I'm trying to tell you. Shit's crazy. Listening to her all night, is that what y'all want to do? Let me ask y'all a question. You think 30 years from now they're going to listen to Cardi B music and say those are some oldies and some dusties? You think motherfuckers really want to hear that shit at the cookout? Yeah, it's like slow is garbage. I prefer Cardi over. Man, look, I don't really prefer any of them. But really what this is all about right now is how Cardi B really is using her aesthetics to get over. Because if she didn't have that mouth, as far as her mind and things like that, I don't think there's not a man out here in the world that wouldn't want to get with her. Slowrilla, as you say, Big Mike, when she first came into the game, was looking like a little beetle with them skittle teeth she used to have, you know, all this other shit. But since the industry didn't got a hold of her, she didn't got a teeth fixed, she didn't got certain things did to her body, she actually looks okay. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetically, it's all about the look in this industry now. It's not about talent anymore. It ain't like how it was when we grew up with Atlantic Star, you know, groups like that, Mint Condition, shit like that. You know, man, rather listen to Moni Love or Queen Latifah. Hey, listen, those were real rappers. You know what I'm saying? Those were real rappers, to be honest with you. Go to the MC Lights. Go listen to some old 80s hip hop with the men and the women. Totally different energy of music than what this shit is. That shit back in the day, you can go to any motherfucking party and y'all rocking all night long. This shit here, y'all want to pop pills, drink till you fucking pass the fuck out, fight, fuck, all kind of shit. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, this I grew up with how when hip hop was first starting, I was a child. And I remember how it used to be. Yeah. I mean, We had dramas coming up in them times, but not like how it is now. We didn't have social media to totally take it to a higher level and other things that was going on that goes on now. Back in them days, I mean, even though we had shit going on then too, but still in all, people actually knew how to conduct themselves to a degree. And when it was time to leave, it was time to leave. Now the mother motherfuckers that was on other shit, I mean, like I said, we've had bullshit forever, but it's levels to this shit. There was certain respect that went on back in them days. You know what I'm saying? You know, the real thugged out motherfuckers that was about that life, they knew certain things that they could and couldn't do. They just wasn't gonna just be willy-nilly with it and just be outright, you know, disrespectful. Unless it was certain situations, but that was like here and there. And it was very concentrated in what they had going on. But for the most part, on a regular, on a whole, it wasn't like how this madness is now.
Ethically, she's a loser. Cardi B was supposed to overcome her horrible cheating husband and go the Teyana Taylor route from a PR standpoint. She was supposed to go that way. Go find Robin Hood. Go find Prince Charming. She went and found a motherfucker worse than Offset.
There was all sorts of speculation. Is she not? Did you decide that you weren't ready to talk about it? What was your thinking there? Why did you think, okay, now I'm going to talk about it?
By the way, now that I talked about it, y'all better get my album. Y'all wanted to know, right? Now y'all know. Now y'all could buy.
Now y'all hear this shit? Instead of answering Gail King's question, even though she's a shit of an interviewer, she only did this shit to try to sell that trash ass new album that took her, what, 8 years to fucking do? Since her first album, when she first got on the scene. This is all this is about. This ain't about her being a strong, you know, woman. Whatever she want to fucking call herself, Dominican. I mean, I don't know if she wants to consider herself being black, even though she's been raping the black culture for years. But she ain't doing this to fucking actually say, hey, I'm proud to be who the fuck I am. You see this. This is why I don't watch Gayle King, and this is why I don't watch Cardi B. And yeah, because it's trash. This is trash. All she's trying to do is promote this garbage ass fucking album that she got coming out. And it's probably might be one song that might be worth listening to. Because she is slow. She a slow bitch that the industry is pimping. And she don't mind getting pimped by it because she's a slut bag. And as long as they paying her, she gonna fucking play the role. She a clown, man. Whenever you go to the circus, the clowns do what? Perform. This is what the fuck she's doing. Performing. Every and anywhere she can fucking see a camera. When she's behind the scenes, boy, take that makeup off, boy, that girl look beat the fuck down. Like real fucking talk. She looks real good when she's made up and got the weaves going on and the eyelashes and all this other bullshit, the makeup and shit like that. When she takes all that shit off, she actually got a lot of hair naturally, but she don't like to show it. She like to put these hair hats on her. The amount of hair that she got is about the same amount of hair that's on that wig right there. But she just don't want to show her natural self. And if she takes that makeup and shit off, it look like she ain't slept in like 18 weeks. She looks tired and beat up without that makeup.
Buy my album so I could buy Pampers and diapers and all that type of stuff. I told ya, now go support my album because I'm a mother of 4 now.
Yes.
But no, I just was like, can I just say it on my own time? Like, I'm not hiding.
Yeah, on my own time.
Like on my own time. Yeah, it's like on my own terms. Let me close some deals first. You know what I'm saying? Let me close some deals first. And it's like, you know what? You don't really want to say right away that you're pregnant. Like, it's like, let me see a couple of more sonograms. Let my baby be healthy. And you know what's so crazy? I haven't
That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point.
till today. Matter of fact, I have to tell them this week before this interview come out. I haven't even told my parents.
No way, Cardi.
I haven't told my parents. They just be looking at me like,
Cardi. Wait. Back up. Why haven't you told them?
Because I'm scared of them.
I don't know, guys. Maybe this is effective, right? Maybe people get revenge or get back on their ex by getting pregnant or getting somebody else pregnant if you're a dude. Who knows? The world is strange. People are very interesting. Top comment here says, Offset about to be upset. Somebody else here says, that's too fast, mamas. This commenter says, she got that NFL child support now. And the nail is finally hit right on the head. This right here is what I've been thinking this whole time.
But hold on now. Don't pump your brakes right now. Just like Offset, I don't think that Stephon Diggs net-wise make more than Cardi B. I don't know. Y'all can probably Google what Cardi B's net worth is and Google Stephon Diggs' net worth. Black Bottom broadcast family, I want y'all to do me a favor because I'm not about to do it right now. I'm just doing the content right now. But if y'all want to Google what those two networks are, post it in the chat. That's going to show what's what, because we already know that Cardi B makes more than Offset. If he decides he just want to like take her for a ride, like in court, he can do that. But let's see how much that she makes opposed to Stephon Diggs. And if she makes more than him as well, like net worth, oh, she in trouble. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? This is the year of, hey, look, y'all ladies, a lot of ladies, not all, but a lot of ladies that got over on motherfuckers that had money, popping off babies off these motherfuckers and living a life of luxury off of these, you know, high earning men. But also the flip side is that some men that kind of up in there and dealing with women that's up in the industry too, and if they making more than the man, oh yeah, the man can get over on y'all. And y'all hate that shit. Cardi B is worth 101 mil. All right, cool. See what Stephon Diggs' net worth is. And then we'll carry on. If you can search that up right quick, I appreciate it. Stephon Diggs, bam. 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 What? Bam. Cardi is worth 101 mil. Stephon Diggs is worth 60 mil. So y'all know what that means, right? Y'all know what that means. No, I got what you said when you, hey, look, when you put the number up, it didn't even matter. But you see what that means, right? Let her fuck up. Let her fuck up. He could take her punk ass to court. Get full custody of that baby. Get child support. don't let them say fuck it and marry her. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's continue. I just want to see
You
that.
are in real time seeing somebody who just literally over that thing that's between every woman's legs allowed himself to get hooked into a bill that's going to follow him for the next 18 years or maybe even more, depending on his relationship with that child.
It's cute, but from a wife to a baby mama, it's just wild to me. Like, I get it. You got the money. You could do what you want to do. But I feel like when these celebrities have these babies and they have money so they feel like they can do what they want, they're not thinking about the fact that the child still deserves a family, though. Stefan Diggs has like, what, 2-3 newborns right now and has another one on the way. You cannot tell me that this man doesn't have a breeding kink or that he's not done, because this is just.
But it don't matter. It don't matter. Look, Stefan Diggs right now, while Cardi B is pregnant with his child, obviously it ain't even allegedly no more. We can't even say allegedly because you already said it. Stefan Diggs has a 3-month-old and a 5-month-old baby, respectively, right now, in real time, right now. By the time this baby gets born, and obviously she must have got popped off as soon as she popped off our Offset's last baby, which is nasty as shit, but hey, it is what it is. This is what happens. All 3 of them babies gonna be around the same age. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm sorry. I've been going through, I don't know, it's been some illness, there's some sickness that's going on over these last couple weeks. I got hit with the shit last week, and I'm just starting to get over it. And man, it's been kicking my ass. That's why I'm glad this whole week I've been on vacation. Thank God for that. But you can't even say that this is a win for her. Yeah, she's getting back at Offset, but at the same time, Stefan Diggs done caught a lick. I'm trying to tell you, this shit. I'm sorry that hey, this is Black Bottom Broadcast. We just keep it 100. I ain't no computer. I ain't no AI motherfucker. I'm human, and when I ain't feeling well, I ain't feeling well. I almost didn't want to do this tonight, not because I'm not feeling well, because I wanted to watch the new movie Him. I'll watch it after I get offline. I got an app that I can watch all the movies at the crib that be at the show. You know. Yeah, he caught a fucking lick, man. So I ain't even really, when you look at that from that perspective, because I know a lot of people didn't look at it like that. Like, damn, who make more out of that situation? Yeah, he makes millions playing football. But how much did she make? That was the key. The name of the movie app that I use. Okay, hold on. I'll give it to you. I actually pay a yearly fee for it. It ain't that much. It's like $20 or some shit like that. But you can get all the movies. It's called Manic. MANNIC. Manic. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat. That's the app for the movie site that I'm on. You can pull it up on if you got Google, if you got Google Play list, you can pull it up on that. If you got iPhone, I'm quite sure you can pull it up on that. You can pay for it either by month or you can. It's not expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying like $20 a year for it, but you can get all TV shows, movies that's in the theater right now, all that shit. All the newer movies that's been coming out, I'm watching at the crib. I got a baby popcorn maker in the kitchen. Be popping our popcorn. If the kids want to watch some, some children's shit, I could pop that on for them. All kind of shit. Yeah, Google. Yeah, I got an iPhone, but I wouldn't mind checking it. No, check it out. Check it out. I mean, there are a lot of different apps. Even if it's not that one, there's a lot of different movie apps that like give you that benefit of watching all these movies from home. Streaming since COVID then got off the chain. Even though every now and again, yeah, of course you want to go to the show just to get that movie experience from the theater, but that you got a decent TV at the crib, man, fuck wasting your time and gas and money going to the motherfucking show. Pull that shit up right on your motherfucking TV, man. Enjoy yourself. Celebration, like my Rick James voice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we gonna get off of that. That shit is ratchet. I'm tired of that. Okay. Now, with you motherfucking ninjas in Chicago, y'all think this shit is slick, man. National Guard right now, they are in Memphis. And Donald Trump did say he is going to, as soon as he's done with Memphis, he coming to Chicago. Corey Holcomb had some words she had to say to some of you young boys out here that was all online talking all this shit about, National Guard don't want to come here to Chicago. Yeah, all right. Okay. But she say, hey, fuck, waste some money at the show. I got a whole 70-inch. I'm going to watch all the... Yeah, hell yeah, man. I got the surround sounds with my shit. You got a bigger one than me. I got a 50 in my living room. You know what I'm saying? Hell, my babies, they got a fucking 30-inch in theirs. Goddamn spoiled ass brats. But it's all good, though. But yeah, I got a 50 in mine's. But shit, just as good. And yeah, watch this shit at the crib. Fuck that shit. But yeah, we're gonna see what Corey had to say about these little YNs here in the city.
Listen to me. I want every young black male, but you might think you could hide. Listen to me. United States Army has weapons that can see through your house.
A little bit in Chicago, but we're now going to bring it down very big. We're going to be doing Chicago probably next. I was with a great businessman, a man who is involved in all cities through his business. And I say, who do you think should be next after Memphis? And he said, sir, you've got to save Chicago. We're going to wait a little while. But he said, you got to save Chicago. You can't let it go. And this is a very prominent man that everybody knows. And this is from another man in Memphis.
In other news, Donald Trump is sick of the BS. He is planning to send the National Guard to Chirac. Now, let me see if we could Trump, Chicago, National Guard. Okay. Let's get into that. Here we go.
This morning, the Trump
Chicago gang. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that, bro.
Hey. I was sitting up here waiting on the National Guard to hit Chicago.
And these motherfuckers done went all the way to Memphis. How you get to Memphis without passing Illinois? Trump said, fuck that. NYU is crazy.
What the hell is that?
Some transport, helicopters, military. Uh-huh.
Young brothers of Chicago who on the internet talking about, we ain't scared of Trump. He'll find out what's up if he come here and all like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Y'all stop putting yourself on blast, little bro. Don't even be talking that, because this dude who is our president, he be watching the internet and he takes stuff personally. You can't go up against
America,
the solvent power of these war demons. Y'all don't even know. Listen to me. I want every young black male who, even though I know you ain't gonna go up against that type of heavy artillery, but you might think you could hide. Listen to me. The United States Army has weapons that can see through your house.
Yep, they sure do.
Just think about that for a minute.
They got technology that can read how much money you got in your house. I forgot the name of that movie. I'm quite sure you guys remember it. It was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that kind of touched on that kind of technology, where they was able to look through walls. They was able to shoot weapons through walls, like with high intensive, like radio waves, shit like that. I can't think of that movie for shit, but I'm quite sure y'all remember the movie I'm talking about. If they put it in the movie, what makes you think they ain't got that shit in real life? Just like that movie Enemy of the State that came out with Will Smith and Gene Hackman, God rest his soul, back in the 90s, when they was showing you how the government can like track you. True crime. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out to you, Big Mike. But remember also Enemy of the State, when they was showing you in the 90s before 9/11 hit and all that other shit, as far as how they was able to like listen to your phone calls, track you, whether it was on your watch or your belt, your shoes, all this kind of shit. They got this kind of technology, y'all. Now you dumbass niggas here in Chicago that thinking y'all the shit because y'all got these so-called switches with no military training. Let me tell you something about these people. The military can sit up here and literally put 2 or 3, the Commando. Is that the movie that was Arnold Schwarzenegger that got the weapons? The name of that movie, Arnold, was, okay. The Commando. Okay. I might have to check that out again, because that was a wild ass movie, and that movie was old. But that was showing you then that kind of technology that they had, or that they got rather. True crime, not true crimes, but fucking Enemy of the State was showing you how they can fucking infiltrate you and track you anywhere with their satellites if they want to get on your ass. Oh, you got the tape. Okay. Then you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. But these niggas think they about that life. And Eraser. Okay. Yeah, another movie. You know what I'm saying? Another movie. I'm telling you. You niggas here in the city, that y'all little young motherfucking, baby mama fed ass bastards that think y'all tough because y'all bullying everybody else. All right. They can fucking send 2 motherfuckers per neighborhood. And with their military training will take you niggas down. 2 of them. Keep playing. Keep playing.
You can't even hide. They got weapons that look through walls, pop you right up under the bed. Y'all up against something that y'all ain't ready to go up against, and the government groomed your mother for you to be in this position. Let me say that again. The government groomed your mother for you to be in a position. They empowered your mother for you to be in this position where you are in a chaotic mind state and you prey on the weak that's around you, like your mother did. Preyed on your weak ass pops. And now you talking crazy to a dude who would love to say, ha, 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 gotcha. So be careful, little bros. I'm talking to everybody who bold enough to go on the internet and say something about what they ain't scared of or whatever. And people want to make an example out of you, man. Be careful.
Yeah, you're already on the internet. You're already a step behind.
Say it again.
Hell yeah. These cell phones, man. This is military technology first. These motherfuckers came out in 1973.
Tell their ass, Craig.
Yeah, so you don't think they mastered how to find.
Now you heard what bro just said? They've been on this kind of technology since 73. Now I already talked about that movie Enemy of the State, and that came out in the 90s, some 20 years later, about what they already had. See, these motherfuckers, see the little technology that y'all got right now is primitive to what the government technology is. The technology that's out here in the street right now is at least 30 years behind in what the actual government has. But listen, I'm going to tell you something, Square. You probably wouldn't believe everything that happened now was foreseen on The Simpsons. I'm not surprised. The Simpsons have been very, very, very good with predicting a lot of shit over the years. Like real fucking talk, man. I done seen some shit on The Simpsons 20 years ago that's happening right now. To the letter. To the letter? Okay, it might be maybe a small coincidence. But to the letter? I don't know the writers of The Simpsons, who they fucking affiliated with, but you don't want to fucking piss them off. That's all I'm saying, man. Look.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I'm not, but goddamn it, them motherfuckers be on the money with they shows and some of their predictions they be putting out there. It's kind of scary.
Come on, man.
It's the greatest private eye ever invented.
Yeah, it's over for privacy. It's been over.
It's been for a long time.
Yeah.
When they wrote the bills to definitely kill privacy, they had your boy in office. That's why he was in office. Barack.
Yeah.
The bills that they passed while he was in office basically was the end of privacy.
Yes.
And when it's looked up, it's going to show exactly what I'm saying.
But they got your rhythm. You ever meet a woman at a club and y'all dancing like, man, this bitch doing the same
doing. Like that's what the algorithm is. You already studied, nigga. It's already over, and they can tell by the algorithm because you raising your kids how their rhythm gonna be. Done with, man.
So Trump just stated that if he sends help to Chicago like he did with DC, he's talking about he can end all crime in Chicago in 1 month. This news article states that President Donald Trump said early Thursday that Chicago's crime problems could be solved quickly if local officials sought his help, which we already know they're not because they have one of the worst mayors right now, declaring he could fix it in 1 month. You know what? I don't think he bullshitting. I think Donald Trump could really fix Chicago's crime in 1 month. All he got to do is just do the same thing he did with DC. Could you imagine it? Could you imagine the streets of Chicago being safer than ever? No more calling it Chirac. No more of this random killings. People can't even go to football practice. They got to duck down and do all this wild. If Trump did this, this will be one of his biggest accomplishments. And I know the left is going to try to hate on it, but even they wouldn't be able to hate on it. They'll be like, oh, he cleaned up Chicago. Like, wow, that's crazy. I really hope he does this. Chicago needs it, man. I got family out there. They're tired of this shit. So, yeah, man, Trump, send them, clean that shit up, and just show the world, like, look, this place used to be called Chirac, and now you can walk the street with your family. That would be amazing.
That's the reason the National Guard is about to come to Chicago and experiment on the youth, because the wretched women raised them to lose, even though they won't take no credit for that. It's like when the House, we didn't get into it because it's a very sensitive subject, but the more I think about it, I don't give a fuck. So last week, 3 boys.
Yep, exactly. The Simpsons, if y'all remember, if y'all old enough, it's been around well over 40 years. And it started out as a short skit clip on the Tracy Ullman show. You are so fucking right. I remember that shit because I used to watch the Tracy Ullman show. They used to do those little 2-3 minute clips. You know what I'm saying? And it took off from there to where it at right now. Long before Family Guy, American Dad, all that other bullshit that they came out with, you know, Adult Swim shit. All that shit. You know, even though I like some of the old school Adult Swim shit back in the 2000s. You know, that shit was hot. That was cutting edge. Boondocks. There'll never be another cartoon show like that ever. You know what I'm saying? The Boondocks actually showed you shit too. You know. But yeah, man, that was back when television and cable was at its best to a certain degree. I think that was the zenith. I think the early 2000s was the zenith of regular television and cable television. Hell yeah, I still watch that shit. Hell, I'm going back into my files watching like TV shows like Taxi, Greatest American Hero, The Incredible Hulk TV series, Spider-Man TV series. I'm an old head, so, you know, I like that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real fucking talk. This new shit, because it ain't nothing interesting anymore. It's all reality TV, fucking baddies and Real Housewives and what, Real Hoes. I mean, y'all need to rename that shit to Real Hoes of Hollywood or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, because these ain't no fucking housewives. When The Bachelor first came out, if anyone remembers that, that was the first reality television show that came out before Flavor of Love. When The Bachelor and Flavor of Love came out, it was over and out the game after that. They saw the success that shit happened, and they took advantage of that shit and ran with it.
Boys got gunned down, breaking in somebody's house. They broke into somebody's house with them guns out. They supposed to be dead to the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what should have happened.
If you breaking somebody's house, you telling me people shouldn't protect their house? Are you serious? So if somebody breaking my house, I'm supposed to reason with them. And they got guns out.
No.
Lay it down, lay it down.
If y'all remember, this was just something that just happened here recently. I forgot what city that was, where there was 3 teenagers, like 2 16-year-olds and a 15-year-old, that broke into someone's house at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? And the owner of the house was a very good shot and shot the shit out them motherfuckers. The parents of those kids, or at least one of the parents, got on the news. Well, it was in court. Was in court trying to come at the man that did the deed, even though he didn't go to prison, but they went to court behind it because they tried to take him to court and all this other fucking bullshit. And wanted to fucking sit up here and make it to be like he was wrong. Hold on, ho. Yo, first off, these motherfuckers was 15, 16 years old. Why are they out and about at 3, 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning? First off. Second off, why you didn't know where the fuck these motherfuckers was at? Why you didn't know if one of them children was yours? Why you didn't know where he was at that fucking time? What the fuck was you doing? While your fucking young teenage boy was out and about with ski mat, with fucking shiesty masks on, with fucking guns and shit, breaking into motherfuckers' houses. Everyone wants him to do it. It's this bogus man. That's why he's taking his time. That's why he's taking his time. That's why he's going to Memphis first. Taking care of what's going on in Memphis. Because Memphis needs the help and they want the help. Their government out there is asking for the help because Memphis is trash. That's where fucking Glorilla's from. I used to go to Memphis back when I was a child because my grandparents' some of my grandparents' peoples was from out there. So I remember as a shorty going out to Memphis, you know. You're trying to understand why would the mother get mad at a guy for shooting at his asses. I would want to know if 14, 15-year-olds doing that 4 in the morning. Look, because she a bum. I mean, I'm sorry. I have to say it. Look, if you got a 15, 16-year-old hanging out anytime during that time, I got to look at you. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with your parenting. This is why there are so many discussions on these platforms that I'm on and what I watch on other platforms on YouTube that discuss the dysfunction of the Black family. It's because the father's not there. And I know some of y'all like, well, hey, the father wasn't trying to be there. How about the fact that maybe sometimes we all have gotten to situations where we was just having fun, doing what we was doing on some grown folk shit, on some Netflix and chill type shit, and shit happened, and you really wasn't expecting things to happen like that. But men, this is why us platforms that advocate for men, we tell y'all need to be mindful of the seeds that y'all spread out here, who y'all spreading this shit out here with. If you're not going to take these women serious, stop giving them that action like that. I gotta blame the brothers mainly for that. Even though we all know that women give access to sex, men give access to marriage and relationships. It's two totally different things. Ladies, I understand some of y'all want to be doing whatever y'all want to do because y'all think y'all catching you a motherfucker and you gonna let them do whatever. But with all these different diseases is out here and shit like that, and diseases in our community is at an all-time high, I think you should be a little bit more mindful of how you spreading yourself around out here. Because it could be detrimental to your health. But what do I know? Hey, I'm just a YouTuber just trying to, fellowship with my people and, give good knowledge and entertain and do what we do.
Lay it down. You hoes lay it down. Lay it down, lay it down. You hoes lay it down. I'm not about to reason with somebody breaking in my house.
Hey, man, what y'all doing, man? Hold on, man. Wait, hold on. Can we talk about this? Wait, Corey, wait.
Motherfucker, people around the hallway. I see skies blue. The fuck out of here. The kid's mama was talking about old boy was out of pocket. I heard he told them, get out my house.
There were 15 and two 16-year-olds. One 15 and two 16.
They ain't 15 and 16 no more, I heard.
And they actually went in the residence at 4 a.m. Come on.
If you in my house, I'm supposed to reason with you.
No.
Whenever you come in somebody's house, you're supposed to be respectful, even if you invited in. I heard all of them died. One on site, two at the hospital.
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war.
That right there is what we voted for. Why would you say go to war with Chicago? Is it these people there that are misbehaving and causing all kind of trouble, murdering people every weekend, have any kind of sense in all kind of trouble, murdering people every weekend, have any kind of sense at all? They can't orchestrate nothing. You think they're gonna come against the government? And if they do, the government will deal with them accordingly. Because now you are an enemy on our soil because you're fighting against your own government. What do y'all think they should be doing? What do you think Trump should be doing? You're going to go to war with Chicago? See, what's going on is confusion. You think that these men that are running around taking people's lives every weekend are men. They're not men. They're immature boys that are in men's bodies, which is why they react the way that they do, which is why they stand around and sway side to side and smoke and drink and have these shiesty masks on and they look crazy because they are. They're children trapped in an adult body and they don't know how to behave. So instead of talking things out, they decide to join a gang or take somebody's life or, oh, you did this to me. You did this to my family. I'm going to do this to yours. Listen. Trump's going to get in there and he's going to make things right. And that's why he shut her down like the child she was. He had every right to put her in her place because why would you got to go to war with Chicago? These people are so unreasonable. They're so unreasonable and they are exhausting. He needs to be there. The citizens of Chicago that want naught to do with all of the destruction, all of the fear, all of the crime, they're grateful for Trump. And let's just sit back and see how the crime changes, how the shootings are going to go down when they get
right. Play pussy and get fucked, y'all. I know you niggas out there in the city think y'all the shit. Y'all body with it. Y'all thorough. Y'all so-called got these so-called switches and all this other shit. All right, play pussy and get fucked if y'all want. There's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing for you motherfuckers. Real fucking talk.
get up in there because all those young boys and those men that are running around terrorizing Chicago, they're gonna be the first to run and tuck their tail and hide because daddy's at your doorstep. Real retribution is at your doorstep. Real punishment, real fear is going to step in because they're so used to not being tamed. They're like animals. Okay? That's exactly what they are, and that's how they behave, and that's why they must be tamed.
Now, Corey Holcomb, he definitely touched on something, and I think a lot of people should pay attention to what he said. He said the cell phones you use. And also in Chicago, what do they like doing? They like reporting on Instagram where they're going to commit crimes. I just did this. I just did that. They talk back and forth. You think they're not already tracking that? And guys are saying, oh, you know, guns are irons and switches. They have things. They can see what you're doing in your home. They probably can look in your body and see what you ate last night. The streets of Chicago, people in the hood are not ready. A young little boy walking around with the switch is not ready for a man that's military trained. Literally, two military trained men can run on a block, one of the most craziest blocks in Chicago, and take it over. You do know that, right? These are guys, and they're not even sitting in the Marines, but could you imagine? I'm talking about guys. Some of these guys are trained to go into a country by themselves. You think they can't take on Chicago? And these are countries where people have RPGs. This is the military we're talking about, people. And this is something that's needed. Look at Chicago. Look at Memphis. Look what was happening in DC. Look, I'm not on the left or the right. I don't agree with any parties. So you can say I'm in the middle, but I say I'm nowhere. But I'll be honest, something must be done. You see a lot of people in Chicago, they're happy. About time somebody's doing something. And the person that brought in those certain cell phone laws, it was during 9/11, was the man from Chicago. And that's how he's going to be able to track it. It's crazy. And right now we're at that time on earth where the crunch has happened. But this crunch is needed. But from people being out of hand, that's going to allow the country to be on security. And that's not good. Because you couldn't control yourself, now the country's going to be on full lockdown. Do you people see what's happening? It's deeper than you think. But yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching. See you next video.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead on, Chicago. Be a fool all you want. Be a fool all you want. Because when they come, they gonna come. They are going to come. Hold on. Let me get this next clip together. Because we about to get into the real shit. Oh shit. I think I just fucking deleted that shit. Hold on. Give me 1 second. See, I'm over here struggle streaming, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm sitting there struggle streaming like a motherfucker. But how's everybody doing, man? If you just coming in new, man, hit the like button on the way in. All those that is my A1 day ones, do what y'all do. Oh my god. This shit not even fucking. There you go. Gotta get this shit right, man. I fucked around and did some dumb shit and StreamYard be fucking pissing me off some damn time. And all this other shit. But hold on. God damn. Come on. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're gonna get to the meat of this fucking live stream. This whole shit with Dave and the girl that, you know, was found deceased in his Tesla in California. There's a whole bunch of shit going on right now. So shout out to Jada Black to put this out here. So yeah, let's just get to it, and we're gonna get to it.
And then I want to talk about this story that is going viral
and it's getting more and more viral every single day since reports came out of an unidentified woman who was deceased in a car that belonged to David. Now, David is a 20-year-old rising star. And the reason why I say he's a rising star is because he not only is putting out music, he has fans. He has 2 million followers on Instagram. He gets millions of views on TikTok. He's been selling out shows. I went and did a little research. It looks like he had a following. So people knew of him. I wasn't familiar with him, but apparently he's caught up in this knee deep, because the more that comes out, the more it makes him look guilty. And recently he canceled a show in Seattle. Let me show you here. He canceled a show in Seattle after she was identified. Now, it was already strange and weird why this girl was deceased in a car that belonged to him, which is crazy. The fact that she's been identified and apparently he had a relationship with her. Now he's 20. I don't know what he was doing before he gained more notoriety in music. But the young lady that he was dating, her name was Celeste Rivas. And apparently she may have been dating him since she was 13 years old, because apparently she went missing and she was reported missing. And then for the last year, her family had not heard from her until her remains was found in this Tesla that belonged to him. Now, if he did this crime, he's one of the dumbest criminals ever, because this girl's remains were put in a car that belonged to you. Not only that, they have Discord messages, and we have these photos here that shows him and her. Now, let me say this. This guy has single-handedly, if this is true, because we don't know all the evidence, but it's looking bad. I've never seen such a open and shut case. All we're lacking is a weapon and a place where the crime happened. That's all there's lacking. But they found her. They found the car she was in. They know that they know that she was at his residence. They know that there are pictures of them together. There are Discord messages of him asking for her.
First off is this. Because he's 20 right now. So when she was 13, when allegedly they were supposed to have been an item, he was 18. Because he was online first on Twitch, you know, which is the thing for all the Gen Zers. You know, that's their platform. That's their niche as far as like social media content and, you know, things like that. Twitch, some on Rumble, you know, but for the most part, if you wanted to be a content creator and you want to really get a fast, you know, buzz about yourself, you would get on like Twitch, you would get on Rumble. It takes a lot of work to be on here on YouTube, and I'm fine with that. Do I want to eventually get either a Twitch account or a Rumble account? Probably, maybe down the road, but I'm not really tripping about it. I want to do this shit organically. I want to do it for the Black Bottom and do it the right way. I don't need instant success with this. I like doing what I'm doing. I like networking and interacting and fellowshipping with those that follow me and those that, you know, listen to me on the replay, gang. I get a lot of views after a lot of my live streams, more than what I get when I'm actually online, which, okay, I understand it because some of the times that I'll be doing it in the days that I do it, but hey, that could change. All I need to do is stay active and, keep it going. But that right there alone is gonna have the authorities looking at them like, damn, why you sitting up here fucking with an underage girl? And what's crazy about it, and you'll hear more about this story in this and some other like reactions I'm about to do with this, because this ain't the first one I'm about to do on this subject, because this is actually the main topic of what this live was really all about. This was here a young girl who came from a bad household environment that was a constant runaway and literally didn't look her age. And this is the shit that be getting a lot of men caught up. The young ass girls that's overly developed or overly mature because of how they was raised in their families, and really got to get out here and learn and get out here in the streets, how the streets could take them over. This is why it's so important for fathers to be in their daughters' lives, to be in their children's lives, for that matter, period, whether it's the daughter or the son. This is why it's so important to be in your children's life. But ladies, you got to do a better job of picking the men you get pregnant with and have these children with. This shit's coming back on y'all, to be honest with you. You done made the system where they cater to the mama, the single mama that has children in this society. Y'all gotta do better than what the fuck y'all doing. A large percentage of you ladies is not doing right by your children, not making them productive in this world, and getting out here doing and acting a goddamn fool.
All they need now, again, is a weapon and the location of where this crime may have took place. You got to ask yourself the question. He's 20 years old, messing around with a girl who's 13, 14 years old. Now, she just turned 15, but she's been missing for a year. All right? So even if he's 19, it's still a bad look because you're basically an adult. Why are you with this underaged girl? Clearly underaged, but he's with her. Throwing away everything. Now it looks like he's throwing away everything he's built. He's canceling shows. And not only that, I think I have it pulled up. He's having people show up to his shows with a casket and a notepad and a pen. Let me show you. Let me show you all this video here, a collection of videos. This is what he was asking people to bring to his shows. David reportedly brings a casket, a wreath, and notepad with a pencil for people to write letters to the deceased during his shows. This guy has an obsession with death. Would not be shocked if this guy had tried to start a cult or joined one. His obsession with death is very clear. If you go to his socials, go to his latest album, the album cover. The name of it is Withered. And it's himself laying in the ground covered by weeds. He has an obsession with death. Now, it could be guilt. Let me show y'all this too. Apparently, he hired a lookalike of Celeste. Let's take a look at this. This is a lookalike in the video, this girl was to look like his ex-girlfriend. This was back in 2023. Now, I can't show the video clip. I don't want to get any copyright. But as you can see, she's there, and then she's not there. This is what goes on in his mind. Again, he has an obsession with death. He has an obsession with it. And this guy is a 20-year-old rising star. Let me show you all these messages real quick. These are messages from 2022. Celeste here. She's like, hi, David. And at the time, she was 12 years old, family. Apparently, they're saying that this idiot was messing around with her when she was 12. While at the time, he was, what, about maybe 19 or 18 at the time, depending on when his next birthday is. We don't even know if he's actually 20. He could be older than that. We don't know. We have absolutely no clue what is going on in this guy's mind. This dude is a whole weirdo. He's a whole weirdo. But I want to get to this news report, and then we're going to talk about it. This might be a long video, family.
Celeste Rivas. The teen was reported a runaway and missing out of Lake Elsinore nearly a year and a half ago. Tonight, a house close to where that Tesla was abandoned was searched. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is there live now in Hollywood with more. Tim.
And Mark, those CSI investigators literally just left the scene about 10, 15 minutes ago. The police tape finally came off and we were able to come a little bit closer to this house. Now, we don't know at this point what exactly those detectives were looking for, what they got out of that house. We saw them pull evidence and put it into an SUV, essentially where I'm standing right now. We don't even know why they were here in the first place, but this house just happens to be literally feet away from where that Tesla was found. A dozen LAPD investigators took a computer and other items from this Hollywood home just a block away from where an abandoned Tesla was found with a dead teenager in the trunk. Police spent hours at the home on Dehaney Place, placing several evidence bags into an SUV, but they wouldn't say if or how it was connected to the Tesla. Several homeowners say they remember seeing that distinct Tesla for a while. First parked in front of the house police searched today, then at two different spots on the street.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here.
This shit ain't looking good for this man. He better hope and pray that when they do the investigation of the body, because they said it was highly decomposed in his car. I know that the house is his house, but you know, artists, you know, they buy houses in many different states, you know, depending on where they frequent the most from. You know, he's originally from Texas. That's why the car had Texas plates on it. But from other resources and other things that I've heard about this case in the short time that I've heard, I just heard it. This shit just ran across my desk this morning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much reacting new with it, with everyone that's watching us right now. But I'm hearing that his manager was really living in this house. He's been on tour this year. Promoting his album. It looks bad, but at the same time, it might not be him that is involved with this crime, but that's one aspect of it. Another aspect of this whole thing is if law enforcement really want to get on you for dealing, and they find out that you was actually dealing with an underage child, on top of the fact that she's deceased now, that could be a whole nother thing. So being that you're 20 or not, that doesn't matter. If you have been proven that you've been dealing with this girl when she was as young as 12, shit, this could be the end of your career, bro.
Here for a long time, had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd, but at the same time, you know, people could be hanging out with friends for, you know, for a long time.
That abandoned Tesla was towed earlier this month, and workers at a Hollywood tow yard noticed a foul odor and found decomposed human remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car. We now know the young woman found dead was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the medical examiner, the same teen who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore last year. At a corner store in town, the owner recalled her coming in often.
She always quiet, nice. She come in like if she buy like a chips, soda, and leave. Sometimes she come with a friend from the neighborhood.
Eyewitness News has learned Rivas had run away from home a few times. She was last reported missing in spring of 2024. Those who knew Rivas, who just turned 15 a week and a half ago, say she was bubbly and sweet.
She just seemed very lively and friendly.
I'd heard some information about her in regards to her sister and why she may have did not want to be home. I'm not going to repeat that. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's clear that she had a bad home. It was some things going on there.
If he don't want to repeat it, I'm going to repeat it. It might have been allegedly that she was abused in some kind of manner where she did not want to be in that house. I don't know exactly what kind of abuse, but for a 12-year-old, 13-year-old to find a way to constantly run away from that house, it had to be some shit that wasn't right happening. Just keep it 100. You know, it happens in a lot of households across the country. It's sad, but it's a true thing. A lot of these little girls grow up faster than what they need to grow up. Now, look at her. This is probably a picture of her anywhere between the age of 13, 14 years old. And obviously she didn't look it. I mean, yeah, you can tell she's young, but how the world is now, how these foods are now, how they aesthetically mature a lot of our children now. These ain't the 13, 12-year-olds of old that still walked around with pigtails and certain dresses on, shit like that. We living in newer times now. These children are way more advanced than what we were when we were their age. And then social media doesn't help either. Giving these children these phones don't help either. It definitely matures their intellectual level a lot faster and stronger than what we were.
And what made it easier for her to leave. This is why parents need to do better making a home for their child. Now, I'm not here to point fingers and play the blame game, but it's very clear that things were going on if she's constantly running away from home.
A typical.
And also, she's missing for a year and a half.
Teenager.
The medical examiner hasn't determined her cause of death, but part of the police investigation will be speaking to the owner of that Tesla, a musician who goes by David. His real name, David Anthony Burke, from Houston, Texas. David, made popular via social media for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, began the American leg of his world tour on July 30th and has continued performing since the investigation began. Tonight's show, though, in Seattle was canceled. The medical examiner also trying to determine how long Rivas had been dead, but based on the condition of the body, it might have been a while. Those who saw the Tesla this summer and watched LAPD spend hours in this well-to-do Bird Streets neighborhood are rattled by everything that's happened here.
It's scary to think that this is happening. And this is a beautiful neighborhood, very nice, beautiful, expensive homes. And we would think that we'd be safer.
Interesting note, the home here behind me that detectives have been focused on the better part of today has 2 cameras above the garage as well as a ring camera. In fact, this entire neighborhood has pretty extensive security system, with many of the homes having several cameras. We do know from a couple neighbors I spoke with earlier that police were here last week asking to review or see some of the security camera footage. We don't know if they got anything, if it's helped the case. As to this point, LAPD has been extremely tight-lipped about this entire investigation.
Well, they want to make sure that they do things the right way, hopefully. But that just shows you what's going on. Apparently, from my understanding, that is his manager's home. That is his manager's home. This whole thing is just crazy. But I want to show y'all something. Let me show y'all this TMZ article. All right. Singer David appears to be in the crosshairs of the LAPD in connection with the apparent murder of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, because we've learned he seemed to be living in the house the detective searched late Wednesday. We just confirmed the house is being rented by Josh Marshall, David's manager at Interscope. I want y'all to notice something about this picture. Not just him wearing the bonnet, but it looks like his pants, leg, and shoes is covered in blood. Now, it could have been something that, he put there because, again, he has an obsession with blood and death. When you go to his Instagram, he has posts where, I don't know if it's like from a music video where he's bloodied and laid out, but I just found it very interesting that that's going on there. Let's see. Take a look at some of these photos of David back in February. He slouched on the piano, or looked at that. That's him there. That's him there. And this now, from what my understanding is, that this is a photo of him paying off, I believe, one of Celeste's friends, or so they keep quiet. That's what this photo is from, because this looks hella sketchy, right? You got this black musician, standing around these Hispanics, and what is he doing there? And then one of them has a brown bag. Apparently, they're saying, I haven't confirmed this, but they're saying that this is a photo of him trying to pay off people. If again, he has to be the world's dumbest criminal if he's out here in the open like this, paying somebody off. Now, again, I haven't confirmed it, but there are people saying that that's what this photo is from. You'd have to be the world's dumbest criminal to do this. He's being photographed.
No, this ain't looking good. This actually look like exactly what the fuck Jada Black is talking about right now. Right? This ain't looking good right here, man. Real fucking talk. We're gonna go to another part of this story with what Messi Michon did, and yeah, man, this shit ain't looking good right now. So shout out to Messi Michon Live for putting this out here. Just a little bit more extensive than what Jada Black was talking about. So yeah, let's go.
I'm sure.
To where that Tesla was abandoned was searched. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is there live now in Hollywood with more. Tim.
And Mark, those CSI investigators literally just left the scene about 10-15 minutes ago. The police tape finally came off, and we were able to come a little bit closer to this house. Now, we don't know at this point what exactly those detectives were looking for, what they got out of that house. We saw them pull evidence and put it into an SUV, essentially where I'm standing right now. We don't even know why they were here in the first place, but this house just happens to be literally feet away from where that Tesla was found. A dozen LAPD investigators took a computer and other items from this Hollywood home just a block away from where an abandoned Tesla was found with a dead teenager in the trunk. Police spent hours at the home.
A dead teenager in a trunk, just over there across the fucking street. What is going on?
A dozen LAPD investigators took a computer and other items from this Hollywood home just a block away from where an abandoned Tesla was found with a dead teenager in the trunk. Police spent hours at the home on Dehaney Place, placing several evidence bags into an SUV, but they wouldn't say if or how it was connected to the Tesla. Several homeowners say they remember seeing that distinct Tesla for a while. First parked in front of the house police searched today, then at 2 different spots on the street.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd, but at the same time, people could be hanging out with friends for, for a long time.
That abandoned Tesla was towed earlier this month. Workers at a Hollywood tow yard noticed a foul odor and found decomposed human remains wrapped in a...
So it finally got towed, probably because it was just someplace it wasn't supposed to be.
See a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd, but at the same time, people could be hanging out with friends for a long time.
That abandoned Tesla was towed earlier this month. Workers at a Hollywood tow yard noticed a foul odor and found decomposed human remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car. We now know the young woman found dead was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the medical examiner, the same teen who was reported missing from Lake.
So she was 13. So she'd been gone for 2 years. She left the house at 9 p.m. on Friday, 5/3/120. She was wearing gray pants and a black sweater, a hat, and a Hello Kitty sandals. She was missing for 2 years. Last seen 4/5/2024. Child.
Composed human remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car. We now know the young woman found dead was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the medical examiner, the same teen who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore last year. At a corner store in town, the owner recalled her coming in often.
She always quiet, nice. She come in, like if she buy like a chips, soda, and leave. Sometimes she come with a friend from the neighborhood.
Eyewitness News has learned Rivas had run away from home a few times. She was last reported missing in spring of 2024. Those who knew Rivas, who just turned 15 a week and a half ago, say she was bubbly and sweet.
She just seemed very lively and friendly, a typical teenager.
The medical examiner hasn't determined her cause.
Well, what's she running away from home for? Why is she running away from home?
Because her home was shit. That's why. There are a lot of homes out here that are not conducive for children to grow up in and strive in, feel safe in, feel comfortable in. So some of these children, when they reach a certain age, the streets are taking them. And obviously, this is a sad case of a young girl that really had no one looking after her safety and cared about her enough to keep her out the streets. So the streets found her. She found the streets. And for a child to be missing for well over a year, and the parents didn't do their due diligence to really find her before this tragedy happened, that has a lot to say about the parents, the family, her community. This is some sad shit right here.
Cause of death, the part of the police investigation will be speaking to the owner of that Tesla, a musician who goes by David. His real name, David Anthony Burke, from Houston, Texas.
Oh, David is from Texas. Texas license plate, a car registered to him with Texas tags. His car, girl in there. Well, they're probably thinking you can't really just say that he has anything to do with it, because if he was away on tour, was that his house that they were searching?
David, made popular via social media for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, began the American...
What? Oh, what the hell? Not Romantic Homicide. And that was the video?
A musician who goes by David. His real name, David Anthony Burke, from Houston, Texas. David, made popular via social media for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, began the American leg of his world tour on July 30th and has continued performing since the investigation began. Tonight's show, though, in Seattle was canceled. The medical examiner also trying to determine how long Rivas had been dead, but based on the condition of the body, it might have been a while. Those who saw the Tesla this summer and watched LAPD spend hours in this well-to-do Bird Streets neighborhood are rattled by everything that's happened here.
It's scary to think that this is happening. And this is a beautiful neighborhood, very nice, beautiful, expensive homes. And we would think that we'd be safer.
Child, I don't know why you think that, white man.
Interesting note, the home here behind me that detectives have been focused on the better part of today has 2 cameras above the garage as well as a ring camera. In fact, this entire neighborhood has pretty extensive security system, with many of the homes having several cameras. We do know from a couple neighbors I spoke with earlier that police were here last week asking to review or see some of the security camera footage. We don't know if they got anything, if it's helped the case. As to this point, LAPD has been extremely tight-lipped about this entire investigation. We're live tonight in Hollywood. Tim Caputo, ABC 7.
All right. Well, I guess they technically can't just say it's his fault or he did anything. But whose house is it they was looking at? I just want to know if that was his house or not. They really didn't say. So then I synced this over on Neighborhood Talk. I think this is from this morning. So this is him. Can you see this? Yeah. So this is him. Oh, wow. Clip of David with the 15-year-old girl who was found deceased in his Tesla resurfaces. Shows him telling mods to delete the stream when the video is over. All right. This is old. So it's resurfaced. I thought they was going to be like, oh, this was like 6 months ago. And it's like, all right, well, I guess she was alive 6 months ago. Is this going to play?
I gotta stop with him if you even. We need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too?
So what does that mean? What is that showing us? That they were together?
Wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer.
Which one? What's with David? Big fan, big family. So thank you, Mitochondria. Appreciate you.
I gotta stop with him if you even. We need to delete this.
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then
David cancels upcoming show amid photos surfacing of him and the 15-year-old girl whose body was found in his Tesla. Academic said photos of David and the 15-year-old girl found dead. Okay. How old is David? Anybody know? Anybody know how old he is?
He's 20.
Mother confirms that body parts found in singer David's Tesla belonged to her missing 15-year-old daughter. Singer and deceased girl had same tattoo on their fingers. Oh, so he was in his 20s and she was 15? Ain't looking too good, David. Allegedly, child. Y'all. So TMZ had an update from today, I think. Today's the 19th at 7 this morning, PST. David, U.S. tour canceled in wake of homicide investigation. Well, you think? Sheesh. All right, so this is who he looked like. Y'all know this person? Y'all know romantic homicide? David has canceled the remaining leg of his U.S. tour as questions mount over his connection to the body of a girl found in the trunk of his car. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ David's camp made a decision Thursday to cancel the two remaining shows in the two shows. Two shows. He was scheduled to perform Friday night in San Fran and LA. Oh, probably because it's close to home, honestly. So that's the girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. He does still have several October, November tour dates scheduled in international countries, but at this point, it seems very unlikely he'd be able to leave the country amid the investigation into her death. The streamer turned musician was also scheduled to attend an event at the Grammy Museum on Wednesday, September 24th. But this is amazing. But his name has been quietly removed from the main event page on the website. I bet the fuck it was. As you can see, the site previously had an event page welcoming David's anticipated appearance. So he's about to make it to they said Grammys, right? Something to do with the Grammys. Pretty significant. The event was supposed to celebrate his April album, Withered, and feature a discussion about his creative process, rising career, and more. TMZ has reached out to the Grammy Museum for comment. So far, no word. This isn't the first gig David lost out amid the riveting investigation. His concert in Seattle, scheduled for Wednesday this week, was cut after the LA medical examiner identified the 15-year-old found in the Tesla as Celeste. Okay, got it. They identified the girl on Wednesday. He couldn't do that next show. He canceled the last two shows in California. Remember, Celeste's mom told TMZ she was aware Celeste was dating someone named David. Wait, wasn't the last time that she saw her daughter was when she was third damn teen? How you dating a third damn teen, Bueller? How in the hell are you dating a third damn teen, Bueller? And she had been missing for over a year when her body.
It happens when you don't have a father in the house. It happens when you don't have a strong family structure in their house. It happens when the mama ain't really caring or giving real guidance to their daughter in the house. That's why it's like that.
Body was found. Plus, we obtained footage that shows David, born David Burke, and Celeste together in the past. Guess her mom wasn't on social media, right? Furthermore, TMZ learned David's music label was halting the release of his deluxe version of his album, plus all other promotional activities out of respect for the investigation. David's most recent post on Instagram says the album was dropping Friday. I guess not. Authorities searched the LA home David was believed to be living in. Okay, so at least they're saying it. So that is his home, which of course we could assume. Was believed to be living in before his tour kicked off Wednesday night. And we're told they looked for traces of blood and collected hair samples while there. Lord,
This is
help
amazing.
yo people. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. This is half damn crazy. Thank you, Reaper. He said the teen is 15 now, a year and a half after death. That's what I'm saying. So that means she was 13 dating. What 13-year-old is dating? And you don't know who the fuck she's dating. You don't be talking about dating at third damn teen. That sounds crazy to me. Thank you, Boo. He said the teens who knew about this blackmailed David. The teens who knew about this blackmailed David. Like her friends, people she knew, because these people always gonna talk, which is why I don't even understand why people be taking these dumbass chances. Kids always gonna talk. Kids are always gonna talk. Yeah. Woo, Lord help your people. So New York Post this morning says David's record label stops promoting him as cops investigate ties to teen girl found dismembered in his Tesla. He paid the people off. What a dumbass. Child, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You get involved with fucking kids, you think kids aren't going to speak. Hell, adults can't shut the fuck up, but you think kids are going to be quiet? Hold on. I'm looking at these emails. All right, let me go to this video here. I'm looking at your emails, Reaper. It says David sings about Celeste's tattoo in leaked song.
Like coincidences. And that goes double for cops who are investigating murders of runaway teenagers, especially runaway teenage girls. That fact has got to be hitting home tonight, literally, for the singer known professionally as David, spelled D4vd. I know it's strange, but it's pronounced David. His legal name is David Anthony Burke. And it is quite possible that's the name that was included in the warrant last night that was executed to search the home where he's been living. It's also the same name that's said to be on the title of the impounded Tesla, where the body of a dismembered and decomposing teenage girl was found by police in the trunk, or should I say frunk, the front trunk. That was 1 week ago Monday. If you were with us here last night, you know that body has been identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, whose family reported her missing in April of last year. And get this, she may not look it in this picture, but she was just 13 when she went missing. Celeste's birthday, the 15th birthday, was the day before her body was found. But since it was the stench of rotting human remains that led the impound workers to call the LAPD, it is almost certain that Celeste did not live to see 15. For David, who's now on a world tour, none of this is good news, but it's not bad for him yet, legally speaking. That said, here are some of the bizarre coincidences that you cannot ignore in this murder case. This murdered teenager and the up-and-coming singer both have the same tattoos on their right index fingers, reading, shh. To be fair, it is a popular tattoo, SHHH, far from unique. But Celeste's mother says that her daughter was dating somebody named David when she went missing. And yes, David is a common name. I get it. Then there's the photo. A photo of David, the singer, in Celeste's neighborhood, not far from her house, minutes actually walking, right before she disappeared. And should I say that Celeste's house is like over an hour away from where David was living, so not likely just to be there for no reason. And now we know that in December of 2023, a song leaked out that is highly curious in retrospect. It is a demo track by David, and it's called, say it with me now, Celeste. The name.
Child, I can't do this. Hold on. Creepy David homicide song emerges after odd link. Lord, help your people. I can't do this. I can't. The U.S. Sun. I'm obsessed. Singer David's creepy homicide song and odd lyrics emerge after teen Celeste Rivas is found dismembered. Oh, and she's dismembered? What? Fucking StreamYard gets on my nerves. Is dismembered. Y'all can hear me, right? Bueller, can you hear me? Oh, that's him, isn't it? Hold on, because StreamYard's being a jackass. All right, because he's talking.
Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag we now know belongs to
Wrapped in a
Rivas.
bag.
Eyewitness News has learned that she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, shh.
What's up, everybody? This is David here. We are back with another David Prayers video. I know it's been a minute. Just got back from performing at the Cali Uchis concert. Shout out to Cali Uchis. But shout out to Jesus, too. Today, I'm going to talk about imposter syndrome as a Christian, especially in my eyes, how I view it. Sometimes, especially me doing music and things like that, it kind of gets hard to kind of navigate the bridge between your faith and your flesh.
What? Child, people will be listening to anybody. Singer appeared to boast about a girl who bore the same name as the woman who was found dead inside his Tesla. In one leaked song from 2023, the artist 20 fantasizes about someone called Celeste. And another one of his tracks is titled Romantic Homicide. I can't do this. Looking just as ABCD as he wants to be. Celeste Rivas' body was found in September. Okay, her body's decomposing and not intact when it was found, Lord. Rivas' mom said she'd been in a relationship with someone named David. Series of leaked songs belonging to the artist have been uploaded on SoundCloud, one of which is entitled Celeste. And in the track, David appeared to proclaim his love for Celeste. Oh, Celeste, the star sings, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. The girl with my name tattooed on her chest. They'll probably be looking for that. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. David mentioned Celeste again in the second verse, singing, Oh, Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed. But you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed, but I digress. Because, okay, so she was like, sing 13, In February, David spoke about how much the album meant to him. This album means so much to me. You have no idea the blood, sweat, and tears that came with trying to create this project over the past 2 years. He wrote on IG. He shared a picture of himself laying among flowers. Blah, 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 blah. Coroners ruled that Celeste had been dead for some time when her body was found. She had a distinctive tattoo on her right index finger that said shush. David has an identical tattoo on his right index finger. Blah, blah. Child, let me not say nothing. So the trunk of a Tesla is in the front. I don't know nothing about it. Y'all, I can't. Let me go back to this lady, child. See what they got to say on News Nation.
The song is Celeste, and it's all about his love for a girl who's named Celeste. Still, there was no indication that LA police were connecting the dots until last night, when homicide detectives raided a home in the Hollywood Hills. Now, it just happens to be the very same area where the Tesla had been abandoned and then towed. And the neighbors say that that Tesla has been parked regularly in front of the home that was raided. And in a town full of Teslas, you're going to find out why in just a moment. Why this Tesla was so memorable to the eyewitnesses who said, oh, it is that one. That's the one right there that was parked outside the home. TMZ reports that that home was most recently occupied by David, the singer, David Anthony Burke, even though it was rented by David's manager. Police reportedly seized a computer and quote unquote other items. And I talk about all of this and more today with TMZ executive producer Charles Ladebaudiere. And before I play you our conversation, I should note TMZ's reporting was instrumental in helping the police identify that the young victim in the trunk.
Well, David better hope and pray for his sake. He ain't nothing to do with this shit. You better hope and pray that someone else has something to do with this. This could be a setup to destroy his career. This could be because, okay, let's just keep it 100. We all understand that him and her had something going on. There's no way around it. It's too much evidence proving that fact. But would he, the leader? That's the question. And if he didn't do it, who's close to him that will want to try to do that to her to implicate him in it? That's another question. This shit is crazy. It's some other stuff that was with it, but it's not even necessary to even go on. I need more solid information with that story. I don't need speculations. We're not going to assume. We're going to assume that allegedly that he's being questioned behind it. And when more information comes out about it, we'll talk more about it. That's all I can say about that. But hey, shout out to everybody that came in tonight for another Friday night edition of the Black Bottom. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I appreciate everyone that hit that subscribe button as well. I'm trying to get to a goal of 500 before the end of this year. I really need that. You know what I'm saying? I really need that. Man, this is my last weekend before I go back to the grind. I've been out since last Friday, and it's been a great fucking vacation. I got a few things accomplished. I got a lot of things accomplished. I haven't got other things accomplished, but I do plan on getting that done real soon. So with that being said, once again, hit the like button on the way in. Replay gang, if you're tuning in, hit the like button. Please comment in the comment section. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please hit it in the comment section, in the chat, or email me at blackbottomroscast.com. You got any ideas for future shows? I'm more than willing to help out with that and put that out there into the stratosphere. In any future live streams, if you want to get on the live stream while we're talking in real time, I'm welcome to that. All you got to do is just say in the chat that you want to be on. I'll shoot you the link and you can get on the live chat. All I ask that you be respectful and show your face. And with that being said, this is the Black Bottom Broadcast. We'll be tuning up out of here. I hope everybody has a great and safe weekend. I hope you live as long as you want and never won't as long as you live. With that being said, I am gone.
see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull the trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Give the crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them dope and let them deal to brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brother, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I love to go back to when we played as kids, but things change, and that's the way it is. Come on, come on. That's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me, oh my. Come on, come on, come on. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the waste, take the evil out the people. They'll be acting right, 'cause both black and white are smoking crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. Kill each other. It takes skill to be real, time to heal each other. And although it seems heaven sent, we ain't ready to see a black president. Oh, it ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change, never change. Trying to show another way, but you staying in a dope game. Ooh, now tell me what's some mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. Yeah, you gotta operate the easy way. I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids, I gotta get paid. Well, hey, well that's the way it is. Come on, come on. That's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same.